Good, how are you?
Is Braxton pretty or is the boat pretty?
He's got his moments.
He's got his moments. Oh my goodness, guys. Baxter Boat Sales. I didn't know Baxter was, Brian was famous, guys. Baxter Boat Sales. Over here, guys, we're at the Charleston Boat Show in South Carolina. So.
It'll fit you, you're tiny, it'll work.
It'll work. Good to see you.
How are things going?
What's happening, Alfred? How we
Wow,
doing?
what a show. Let me tell you something. I just filmed the entire boat show
Yes.
over here in Charleston.
Yeah, man.
Brian, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Introduce
Welcome to
yourself.
the Low Country.
Introduce yourself. You know, I have the food boat here, Derek from the food boat, buddy of
Yes,
mine's over there
yes.
cooking.
Derek's awesome.
Okay, so what's awesome to me is this beautiful 37-foot Onslow Bay.
Yeah, man. Absolutely
Okay, come here.
gorgeous boat.
Come here,
Yes, sir.
Brian. Let's talk about this because you know what? We were in Fort Lauderdale. I wanted to do a video. You know, Fort Lauderdale was a shit show for me because I actually took my
You were
booth.
busy. You had a lot going on.
I took my booth. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but look at this. Right now they're seeing this deep V on this. What boat is this?
It's the Onslow Bay. This is a 37-foot Onslow Bay.
Okay, so here's how I want to do this video because
Yes, sir.
this is a video that I think a lot of people in South Florida.
Yeah.
I'm talking about diehards.
Right.
Diehard fishermen, like rip all over inlet, make things incredible and crazy, would want a boat like this. And that's why I want to feature it like from ins and outs. Like if somebody's going to really be interested in looking at this boat, because some people haven't even seen Onslow Bay and it's a badass boat.
Yeah.
So let's walk it, let's talk it.
And we understand that. I mean, you know, they're built up in North Carolina. You know, they're really popular here in the Carolinas, and a lot of people in Florida don't know about them yet. You know, and that's what we're trying to do is get this boat out there and let these hardcore tournament guys really see what these boats can do for them.
Time out, because you just said hardcore tournament guys.
Yeah.
You're one of those guys.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. So you know the difference between getting there 10 minutes early or 20 minutes late.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
How that'll affect.
Makes all the difference in the
Because
world.
we're talking about tournaments that make money, and it's a
Correct.
tool, right? Like literally these boats would be a tool to win a lot of money.
Absolutely.
I mean, these tournaments have been. I mean, dude, we're talking about big prizes now.
big money.
Big
Yeah.
money.
And we're on the clock. I mean, you got to check out. You know, you got a long run, and sometimes the first bait to hit the water is going to be the winning fish. Maybe that first bait that hits the water isn't the winning fish. Maybe it's the last fish of the day. You get to fish longer because you've got the range and speed and the comfort in one of these boats to get you back in time.
Okay, so I see that Carolina Flare.
It's that Carolina Flare.
Okay, absolutely. Super dry boat, right?
Absolutely.
Super dry, and I see that we have a step haul here too.
Twin step hole, yes,
yeah,
sir.
so
Yeah.
okay, so tell me a little bit of performance on this. That since you've already filmed, you actually filmed this. You probably actually fished this in the Gulf of America now.
The Gulf of America.
We're in the Gulf of America.
Gulf of America. Thank the good Lord for the Gulf of America.
The Gulf of America, guys.
No, but yeah, this boat, the way it's rigged now, we've got the triple 400 V10 Mercuries on here.
Yeah.
Originally, this was hull number 1 of the 37. When we first built the boat, Brad, the owner of the company who builds these amazing boats, he put the 500Rs on here at first.
Okay.
That's what the boat's rated to as far as horsepower, max horsepower is concerned. The 500Rs pushes this boat in the low 80s.
Wait. Low 80s with
Low
the
80s.
500Rs?
Yes, sir.
What?
But the 500Rs, we found, since this is hull number 1, and this being the owner of the company's boat, he wants to make sure that these boats, are safe, for the ratings, that these boats are going to perform the way that he's designed them to. Once he switched over to the 400s, we feel like the 400 V10 is the match on this boat.
So that's the best, that's like the sweet point.
100%. I mean, the 500s, if you want to run in the low 80s, put the 500Rs on there.
Yeah.
The 500Rs on these bigger boats, we feel like you're going to get better fuel economy if you're running the 400 V10s, pushing these heavy center consoles. You've got a different, you know, lower unit on the R motors versus the M's, and we just feel like I said, the 400 V10, the triple 400 V10 is the match on this hull.
Okay.
You can also build this boat out with triple 300 V8s if you like.
With triple what?
With triple 300 V8s as well.
Okay.
We push Mercury. This is a high performance hull. Mercury's a high performance motor.
Yeah.
The Mercuries are lighter, quieter, faster. But we can also build these with Yamahas, Suzuki's, Hondas, whatever you prefer. But we typically push the Mercuries.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to step on up, we can go inside and
You want me to take off my shoes, or we're good, or what's going on?
Just wipe your feet there and we'll be good.
All right, guys, we're wiping our feet. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I've been hearing from a lot of diehards that you guys have the best live wells in the game.
Yes, I would.
Like the best live wells in the game.
Absolutely.
What's going on with that? Why?
Well, there's a couple different reasons why. Brad's really worked hard to perfect these things. From when he started out in the 27 that's sitting over here.
Okay.
And those live wells in that boat there, the stern, and the one on the leaning post has got the seat cover on it. But
yeah,
these live wells pressurize, and Brad has really figured out how to make these wells. And what it's going to do is, for us tournament anglers, it's going to keep our bait absolutely primo.
Who's Brad, so they know? Because some people might not know.
Good point. Brad Knight is the owner, the founder, the builder of Onslow Bay Boat Works.
And they're making them in North Carolina. Wilmington,
yes,
right?
Just north of Wilmington, just up Highway 17 in Holly Ridge. He started in Hampstead, North Carolina. That's where a lot of people got to know him, and then he outgrew that facility and recently built a new facility up there.
You got some tuna tubes.
Yes, sir.
So you guys are diehard fishermen. I'm talking about wait, let's go get some tuna today, some wahoo tomorrow, some kingfish.
I mean, this boat will allow you to do all of that.
Okay, what's the beam on this?
You're at 10.6 on this.
So 10.6 on this 37.
Correct. And the boat overall length is 37.8. So it's a big 37, but she's also nimble. I mean, this boat, it being a really big boat, it's my favorite one to run. I've been a customer of Onslow Bay since 2007. I've run all the boats, and this is by far my favorite model.
Brian, can you open this? Because this looks like a swimming pool for the bait.
It really is.
Like, this is a no joke. How many gallons is this?
So this is a 68, okay? And you've got your jets. You can see if you got your jets here on both sides. This is all fed from, if you want to look down here in our bilge, which, look how nice and clean that is to get to. You do not have to be a contortionist to do anything in this boat whatsoever. That's one thing that Brad's always done. Anything in this boat, he's tried to make it as simple on us as operators as possibly can. If we ever had to change a pump, change filters, it doesn't matter. It's everything is easy to get to.
Yeah.
You know. But
are you an Onslow boat owner as well, or not?
I am.
You do. What model do you have?
I had the 27.
The 27, which is this guy back here.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Which
is.
So this is the same. Obviously, the 27. I'll tell you, I just saw some 400s on that. That boat can handle 400s.
Yeah, it can handle 400s.
How fast is that boat going?
With the 400s, it's in the low 70s.
Yeah, but that's too much.
I mean, for some guys, they want it. We prefer that boat to be,
350s.
Yeah,
300s,
350s. The 300 V8 is a perfect match for that boat. Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, listen.
This is
just because it's going to be faster doesn't mean it's better.
Correct.
A lot of people think like you just said right now that the 500Rs is not. You didn't say it directly, but you're saying the M for Mercury's are better than the R's on this particular application.
100%. And I mean,
you're a guy who fishes every day. Right. On this monster.
Right. I mean, I think what's really important is Brad takes the time to figure out and dial these boats in. Brad's not only a hell of a boat builder, he's a very smart man, and he wants to put his customers in the best package possible. And
Yeah.
we feel like in the Mercury package, this
Yeah.
V10, the 400Ms, that's the package on this boat. It's going to be about a 73, 74 mile an hour boat, okay? Light loaded down, you're at about 69 miles an hour. Key on to key off, if you're fishing a full day, you're probably average around 0.9, but you can cruise it at 40, getting 1.1, 1.2.
So I've noticed that everywhere I film, Brian,
Yes, sir.
everything has finish.
Correct.
It's like everything is. If I go under these gunnels,
Correct.
is it going to be finished?
Yes, you got the liner all the way up to the, except for the underside of the cap there that is not
Yeah.
finished, but the
Yeah.
liner's carried all the way to the top, finished. All of his finished work is very impressive. One thing I was going to say, Alfred, we've got down here is pump box, which is a little bit different from some other people, but it's got the external pumps on it. But this is one of the reasons that Brad's been able to really dial in these live wells, which to me is the most important thing for us as a live bait fisherman. It kind of blows my mind that for all these years there's a lot of popular boats out there that a lot of people run, and their live wells don't do all that well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of nice boats out there. I love a lot of them. I'm a boat guy. But when it comes to live wells, these live wells are, second to
best.
none. They are the best. These live wells are going to pressurize. Okay. This is exactly, some people always ask, what is this button here for? When these are closed, if it's dialed in at the right flow,
Yeah.
you're going to need to press this there, let a little bit of air out. That's because these pressurize to the top.
Nice.
It doesn't matter how rough of an ocean you're in, those baits
Oh,
have no
nice.
idea they're in that well, okay?
Wow.
Whether they're in that 68-gallon well or they're in the 73-gallon well, it's a fully round well here in the leaning post, which is an option. There's some guys, if they're not live bait fishermen and they want to do full tackle center with slide out cooler, that's an option too. We do this as semi-customizable boats, and we're going to build them exactly to your specs.
And I'm seeing like a tackle station there.
Correct.
And
the way we've got
some
the back of this
storage.
leaning post, this is just a full drop-down tackle station. For plenty of storage, and if you want to do any rigging right here, you can.
Yeah.
Some customers have chose to do a split door system and have a screen back here for the guys working the cockpit.
Yeah.
These can be flipped down and have Plano boxes. These have drawers. So everything's just semi-customizable to your liking, which is really cool. If you order one of these boats, you're going to be working directly with Brad and his wife Brianna to spec this boat out to exactly the way you want it. So there's certain things in this boat that are not going to change. Like here in the rear, you've got this built-in live well. That's always going to be there. That's in the mold.
Yeah.
Can't change that out. But if you want to change some configurations here, we can absolutely do that.
Okay, so let's go forward a little bit and let's talk
Yeah.
about the fishing aspect of this. Obviously, I see rod holders galore everywhere, right? Like you can't have enough rod holders on this.
Right.
But
If you want more, you can put more. You
And
want
you
all
got
these
your-
to be couple rod holders? Fine.
you got your, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money on rods, guys. If you want to use up all these, I don't even want to count them, but we're talking about a lot of money on just rod holders everywhere, so you can get access to stuff. And performance-wise, when you've been at these tournaments, right?
Yes, sir.
So, we're on a monohull right now, but we have cats in the game.
That's right.
You have a little bit of everything, right? So,
That's right.
tell me some of the advantages of this particular, like say somebody's interested in a catamaran, right? Which we've had the catamaran. People are really interested in cats. I'm starting to see some people going back to monohulls.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that there was like a fury into the cat game, and now they're just like, you know what? I want to go back into a monohull for whatever reason.
Right.
It is what it is, But tell me a little bit of why somebody that's maybe into the cat game deciding should I get a cat versus this particular boat.
Well, I think that's going to be a forever argument. Right? Like you've got guys that are diehard monohull guys and diehard catamaran guys. I think that people make boating changes throughout their life for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, me working in the boating industry, I can't put my finger on that. I'm a monohull guy. I love the predictability of a monohull. There's certain characteristics of the cat that I'm not a big fan of, but there's certain things cats can do that monohulls can't do.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that monohull can do that a cat can't do. And if there's a monohull that can do it best, it's, in my opinion, having run so many boats for customers and fishing on the tour with so many different brands, Onslow Bay checks every single box for me, and that's why I've run exclusively their product for over 16 years.
I see you have everything here on this hardtop as well.
Yeah.
Everything's like, this boat is ready to fish.
Yeah, one of the things that's really cool that Brad's always done, especially with his here at the Helm, is we have this glass enclosure here, which is really nice. So it's able to protect your equipment for a number of different ways.
Which is a huge investment on a boat.
Oh, 100%. You know, I mean, let's say it's pouring down rain, raining sideways, and water's getting, you know, on your screen, and all of a sudden your screen's jumping all over the place. Like, you don't have that problem. When it's pouring down rain, I'll put this thing down. But 99% of the time, this is up. It locks out of the way. Okay?
Easy. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
My stuff here. This one's got twin 16s in it. It can be outfitted with twin 19s.
Yeah.
The up top here, we've got dual VHF up top. Also footrest there.
I'm showing that also, that you can actually lean and you can put your feet under.
Oh yeah, depending on how you want to drive.
Yes.
You can either sit. I mean, I'm 6'3", so a little bit taller than some operators. Some people might want to drive with the seat down. But you know, these boats have unbelievable visibility. So even me at 6'3", an Onslow Bay, the characteristics of these boats, very little bow rise, okay? Whether it's the 27, the 33, the 37, or the 41. So people of all heights can run these boats, okay? And have full visibility. If you notice here, looking at the bow, you got a little bit of a slight roll there into the front of the bow, which also gives you even more visibility as an operator from back here at the helm, which is great. I
love the gunnels, and you have actually some rails here on them. Let's go forward a little bit.
Absolutely.
So beautiful, right? So for whatever reason you got to walk on this, you're not going to fall everywhere, right?
Correct.
You know, it's not real slick.
Yeah, his non-skid is, I feel like,
and then
some of the best
and then it seems like he just wants to run around the gunnels to fight a fish.
Correct.
Is that a thing on an Onslow Bay or what?
For us, and I think a lot of live bait fishermen, the most important aspect is having 360 fishability. I mean, that's why we're all doing it in center consoles anyways, right?
Yeah.
So the whether you're live, let's say a tournament live bait king mackerel fisherman, then you know you're presenting a lot of your baits out of the back, depending on where you are, where you're fishing. If you're fishing in Florida and you're flying a lot of kites, you got a pile of room up here. He can put power wherever you want power in the bow of these boats, but you got a pile of room to sit up here with you and your crew and fly your kites and control your rods. Not only that, we got another live well sitting right here, 59 gallons, right here on the floor, which also pressurizes and does extremely well.
So there's no, hey, pass me a bait from back there.
No, you don't need to.
It's like, hey, I got some of my own baits here.
That's right.
And
you can, if that's what you're doing. Like, so, you know,
I think the baits are just gonna buy this boat because they're like, if I'm gonna get caught, it might as well just be on an Onslow Bay.
That's right.
Make it happen.
Right. That's right. Well,
I love this.
They're gonna be the happiest in these wells.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, when you can't catch bait with a bait net at the end of the day,
yeah,
it's because of how happy these baits are in these wells. I mean, you're pulling your baits out at the end of the day. They're still slimy. They're not red nosed. They're not beat up. They're like you just caught them.
And I see that you got that windshield here, nice
Correct.
and like on a cold day like this. I mean, I can see this boat ripping Haulover Inlet without a problem.
Oh, absolutely. This boat would look good in Haulover Inlet.
I think
we need to get some video of this thing down
I
there
think
in
so.
Haulover Inlet.
I guarantee you this boat is going to rip Haulover. What I am actually fascinated about is that I'm looking for flaws in the finishes, guys. I'm actively looking for flaws anywhere, And I'll tell you,
And keep in mind, this boat sat at over about 500. I mean, this is a demo boat. We fished this boat really, really, really hard. It's on its second set of motors, and you're not going to find any blemishes or cracks or anything. Which
no
is
stress cracks or nothing
total
like that.
testament
So
to
you
how well he
already fished this boat. Okay,
Oh,
is this a coffin box type here? What's going on, or is there
your
access?
Ford Lounger, this is kind of one of our drink boxes here. So, and like the box you're standing on, which is the main fish box, every box in this boat is insulated, okay?
Yeah.
And the boat's foam filled, okay? So, this we use kind of as our day cooler. Like, this is where we're going to keep our beverages and food for the day, which is really nice. The rest of this, if you want to come up, we'll show me this two-person lounger is killer. I mean,
Yeah, I like this.
It's super comfortable spot.
It's nice. I like
Actually, before we move back, let me just show you this big fish box. So,
another fish box in here, guys.
another big fish box.
Now, what I meant to say is that some people like to have a coffin box on some of these fishing
sure.
boats. Have you had any customers ask for coffin
Yeah,
box?
put a coffin box on
You
there
could
for
if
yeah,
there's some.
100%.
Is there like I'm assuming that there's a small console in here where we're going to be able to get into or something?
Correct.
Okay, we're going to show
large
that.
console. It's
Very
great.
large.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into that. Let's see that.
Let's take a look. I'm gonna let you walk by me here, and we'll come in from this angle.
What? Okay.
I'll just slide in.
All right, guys.
So we got side entry here, okay, into the console. You got that forward berth there.
So I see that there's a little head in the bottom of
There is. There's a porcelain head there.
I like that.
I'll climb in there and show you a couple things.
Okay, and you're 6'3".
Yep. We got about 6'7" worth of headroom in here. So at 6'3", I still got plenty of room. Back here, you're going to have access to all your electronics and your wiring here, which Onslow does an unbelievable job with their wiring.
I love that it's so much access. Yes. I like that.
That's the one thing, like, that's the key on these boats is, like, if you ever need to work on anything, everything is accessible. Okay?
Easy.
Super easy.
Is there a Seakeeper option on
There
something
is.
like
There's
this?
a Seakeeper 3 in this boat, and this is your access panel to it. The Seakeeper 3 is sitting right here. If we need to do any work, we could also remove these stairs to get to it, but you do have access to it right there.
What's the fuel capacity on this particular boat, Brian?
This one's 540.
540.
Yes, sir.
And
so you'll see we got the head here, and it's got this, flip up here with the insert.
Yeah.
And then forward of that is going to be your battery access. But same thing. I can pull that out. You open the lid. Batteries are right there. I mean, again, he overthinks everything and tries to keep everything as simple and clean as possible.
I saw that this has some type of trim tab system on there, on the back of this boat. What's up with that?
They're recessed trim tabs. Unlike the 27, if you pan over to the 27 there, I think you can see the trim tabs off the stern there. Mm-hmm. These are recessed underneath, and some different boat builders do it differently. When you're running, there's a couple different reasons. Brad can answer it, the engineering side of it, probably way better than me, but one of the reasons I know when triple engine boats first started coming out, or started rigging these boats, triple engines, a lot of problems where motors weren't getting enough water and these trim tabs were suffocating these motors. So the trim tabs being further forward in that pocket allows better control and more water at your motors at the stern.
Okay, if somebody wanted to get some information on this particular boat,
yes, sir.
I mean, obviously we're right now at the South Carolina Boat Show. Unbelievable. This is the boat I really wanted to do a dedicated walkthrough on. How would they get in contact with you at Baxter Boat Sales, or what's the story? What's the information? If maybe somebody wanted to get some more information on the 27.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. You can reach out to me at baxterboatsales.com, where you'll find all my links, my email, social media, my cell phone number posted there. You can also find out plenty of information about these boats at onslowboats.com.
It's a beautiful boat. I'll tell you, I can see this boat being fished in tournaments down in South Florida.
Absolutely.
And
it blows my mind that there's going to be a huge presence of these boats down there at some point. There's just
absolutely.
They just don't know about them yet.
Well, they don't know about them. I'll tell you what, they're going to know about them now.
Right.
They're on my channel. So And I'll tell you, are you going to be at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show this year again or no?
Correct. We'll be at Fort Lauderdale. We'll also
Maybe
be
Palm Beach.
We'll be at Palm Beach as
Palm
well.
Beach. Yeah,
there's
go to
gonna
Palm
be
Beach.
The 37 and a 33 is going to be there.
All right, guys,
So-
listen up. If you guys go to the Onslow Bay booth, tell them that you saw the video with Alfred. Beautiful boat, Brian. Any parting words that you want to tell somebody that might be interested in this boat in the same category with another competitor? What should they know before they pull the trigger?
I mean,
You fished them, so
yeah. I mean, as a customer and is fish these boats. I mean, I don't. First off, I don't work for Onslow Bay. I'm a customer, and I.
You're a fan
I
of the
know-
product.
Absolutely, and Brad builds, in my opinion, one of the nicest boats there is in a center console boat. And for us hardcore fishermen, I don't really want to be in another product. If you are considering a different product, there's a lot of nice boats out there. I would
Yeah.
never name one particular product over another one, but what I suggest is run them all. Try to run them in the similar
Run them,
conditions.
yeah, run them, guys.
If you want to learn more, let's come up to North Carolina. I know that's a long stretch,
And-
but that's
and-
why
and
we
they
do
can
these
go to the
boat shoes.
factory and see 'em.
You can come to the factory, do a tour. We'll take you out on a ride on any one of them, and that's ultimately for me. It's what sold me 17 years ago.
All right, guys. Well, listen up. I want to thank Onslow Bay over here at the Charleston Boat Show. Give them your number real quick.
All right, it's 843-270-4488.
And that's Brian from
Brian Baxter.
from Baxter Boat Sales, guys. I'm from Mountain making a scene as always. We are out of here. Boom!